Welcome back, everyone. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been in Kenya on an official visit. During a press briefing, he announced plans to finance a cancer hospital in the country. He also said there are plans to supply medical equipment to medicine top hospitals across Kenya. Well, Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta said the country is working towards building a pharmaceutical manufacturing plant with India's help. Well, welcome back, everyone. Imagine preparing for an examination and you get on social media and find the exams online, allowing you the opportunity to prepare for the exact same questions you will be answering later. That will be considering cheating. Well, it will be considered cheating to some and a godsend to some other people. It happened in Ethiopia and completely infuriated the authorities, which have now blocked social media sites across the country after university exams were posted online. Ethiopia was among the first African countries to censor the internet, and opposition blogs and human rights websites are frequently blocked. Social media sites have gone down in Ethiopia before, but only for a matter of hours, with the government previously denying any involvement. This is the first time social media sites have been publicly blocked nationwide. Some journalists who carried the story say this is a dangerous precedent and there is no certainty on how long the ban would last. In May, university entrance exams were cancelled after pictures of the test circulated on social media. A group supporting protests for greater rights for Ethiopia, Oromo people, claimed responsibility for that leak. Traditional media in Ethiopia are tightly controlled by the government, leaving many reliant on social media to access and pass on information critical of the authorities. Well, the electoral body in Zambia has suspended elections in some parts of the capital, Lusaka, hoping to douse political violence before the elections in August. Last Friday, one person was shot dead in the capital after an opposition group's supporters took to the streets, harassing motorists and attacking police when their party was denied permission to hold a rally. The Electoral Commission of Zambia said it was suspending campaigns in Lusaka and Namwala, south of the capital, for 10 days until July the 18th, when the situation would be reviewed. United Nations Deputy Secretary General Jan Eliasing says political tensions are high ahead of planned elections in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The security situation in the eastern part of the country remains extremely serious. Intercommunal violence is also on the rise, putting civilians in harm's way. The Congolese ambassador to the United Nations, Ignace Gata Mavita, says a national political dialogue was necessary in his country in order to ensure that elections were peaceful and prevent any kind of post-electoral crisis. However, he stressed that this dialogue must remain Congolese in nature.
In the absence of dialogue, there is a real risk that political actors could resort to unilateral decisions which may compound existing political tensions. Such a dialogue should result in an inclusive agreement that could lead to credible presidential and legislative elections. Without it, we face the risk of a severe crisis with a high probability of violence and persistent instability.
A federal capital territory high court sitting in Jabi area of the nation's capital has adjourned the forgery trial brought against the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, Deputy Ike Ekweremadu, the former clerk of the National Assembly, Salisu Makasua, and the current Deputy Clerk of the National Assembly, Mr. Benedict Ifeturi, even though all the accused persons were in court for the commencement of the hearing in the case, which was fixed for today. The court registrar informed parties that the court is on vacation. Hence, the case will be adjourned. Speaking to journalists shortly after the adjournment, the counsel to the Senate President said his client and the co-accused persons are ready for trial but must obey the orders of the court. On his part, the prosecuting counsel, Mr. Aliyu Umar, who was taking over the case from the Director of Public Prosecution in the Ministry of Justice, says he was also ready for the trial but had to succumb to the orders of the court. The trial has been fixed for the 28th of September 2016, when the court would have resumed from its annual vacation. And that'll be all on Network Africa at this hour. Thanks for being a part of it. I am Adeshewa Josh, and I'll see you again.